Here's part 2 of the radial truing. I'm just continuing my radial truing. It's a lot of scratching there. So that's these two. Give me each quarter turn. Okay. There's some scratching. So these two, give each a quarter turn tightening. Tightening 1 of 2. Tightening 2 of 2. That's more scratching. Starts there. Continuous scratching. Starts there. So I've got 5 that need tightening. I'm going to do each one 3/16. 1 of 5, tightening 3/16. 2 of 5, tightening 3/16. That spoke's really tight. 3 of 5, tightening 3/16. 4 of 5, tightening 3/16. 5 of 5, tightening 3/16. There's a little bit of a scratch, just a little. Just a little bit. So I'm going to give this one like 3/16 of a turn, or no, 1/8 of a turn. And then the one on either side of it, half that, which is a 1/16 of a turn. Half of an 1/8. Okay. There's some scratching. Starts there. I need to make sure it's continuous scratching. So that's 4. I'll make sure it's continuous. So these 4 need to be tightened. I'm going to tighten them a quarter. 1 of 4, tightening a quarter. 2 of 4, tightening a quarter. 3 of 4, tightening a quarter. 4 of 4, tightening a quarter. There's a little bit. Just a little bit right there. It's really minor. So it's these 3 are just going to get an 1/8. An 1/8 of a turn tightening, 1 of 3. 2 of 3, tightening an 1/8 of a turn. 3 of 3, tightening an 1/8 of a turn. There's a little bit of a rub. That's real small. These 2 are going to get tightened an 1/8 of a turn. Here's some rubbing. These 2 here need to be tightened. So I'm going to tighten an 1/8 of a turn. That's some rubbing. It's these 3. And tighten each of these 3 an 1/8 of a turn. Tightening 1 of 3. Tightening 2 of 3. Tightening 3 of 3. Now I think it's time to relieve the tension on the spokes. Like I say, I do this really hard. Okay. Now I don't hear any rubbing. Let's look at what kind of run out I got here. There's a little bit of rubbing. The run out was like 2 millimeters. Just a little bit for these two. I'm going to go 1/8 of a turn, no 3/16. Tightening 2 of 2, 3/16. This is a really tight spoke, so I'm going to check the tension on it, make sure it's not out of control. The tension is 28.5, so that's getting really tight. So let's see what we got here for a run out. I might go to the next step at this point. This run out is good enough to where I can go on to the next step, because I'm going to have to go through those steps a lot of times. Again, it's lateral truing, radial truing, dish, and tension. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on and check the dish.